They stacked shipping containers on my land, so I locked down their export license. I've owned this parcel for 11 years, a long, flat stretch near an industrial corridor, zoned for mixed-use storage and light logistics. Close enough to highways to be valuable, far enough from residences to stay quiet. I always saw it as a future agricultural supply hub, something slow, honest, and mine. I checked on it once or twice a year. That was enough. Until the afternoon, I returned and saw steel where soil should have been. Stacked shipping containers, blue, red, rust orange, rising 3 stories high across the back half of my land. Forklifts moving like ants. Workers shouting serial numbers. A temporary gate bolted straight into my fence line. My land had become a container yard. I stepped out of my truck and one of the workers waved me off like I was a delivery driver who showed up early. "Dock's full. Come back tomorrow." "I'm not here to load anything," I said. "Who told you this land was available?" He pointed without thinking. "Ask the guy in the white hard hat." The man in the hard hat walked over, already annoyed. "Look, we've got a short-term staging agreement," he said. "Containers are only here temporarily." "Temporary doesn't mean legal," I replied. "Who signed the agreement?" He hesitated, then said a name I didn't recognize. A regional logistics broker. Someone who didn't own my land. Someone who had no right to lease it. I didn't argue. I didn't shout. I walked the perimeter instead. Every container had markings, export codes, port destinations, shipping company seals. These weren't storage units. They were active export cargo, waiting to be moved overseas. That's when I understood the real play. They weren't stealing land. They were stealing time, using my property as a free export buffer while permits cleared elsewhere. I went home and did something different. I didn't call the police. I didn't call zoning. I called a maritime compliance consultant. He listened quietly and asked one question. "Are those containers registered for active export?" "Yes." "Then this just became a federal issue, because export cargo must be staged on licensed, declared land. Any misrepresentation triggers automatic review, not by the county, but by federal trade authorities." The next morning, we documented everything. Container ID numbers, seal integrity, shipping manifests posted on doors, GPS coordinates proving location mismatch, forklift logs showing daily movement. Then we filed one report, not a complaint, a discrepancy. 48 hours later, the containers stopped moving. No trucks, no forklifts, no drivers, because the export licenses attached to those containers were frozen pending investigation. That's when the real owner showed up, the logistics company executive himself. He tried charm first, then frustration, then threats. "You don't understand how much money is tied up here." I nodded. "You don't understand how visible export fraud becomes once it's flagged." The case escalated fast. Federal trade auditors, customs enforcement, port authority liaisons. In court, the judge didn't ask dramatic questions. She asked precise ones. Why were export-bound containers staged on undeclared private land? Silence. Who authorized the location change? More silence. Why was the landowner never notified? That's when the ruling landed. Immediate revocation of the company's regional export license. Mandatory container removal at their cost. Civil penalties for misdeclared staging locations. 3-year federal compliance monitoring. And a written injunction barring them from operating within 50 miles of my property. The containers were gone within a week. The ground beneath them, compacted, scarred, was restored under supervision. Today, my land is quiet again. No steel walls, no forklifts, no shortcuts, just space and ownership. What would you have done? Called the police or followed the paper trail? Type "tracked" in the comments if you'd do the same. Like and subscribe for more stories.